Hello student, we have reviewed the lesson Is matter around us pure? Matter, it may be solid, liquid or gas. This matter is also classified as element and compound as its purest form. And second type is the mixture. Mixture is classified as homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. Elements are again classified as metals, non-metals and metalloid. We have seen different techniques during purification of the matter. These all are evaporation, crystallization, centrifugation, distillation, simple distillation, fractional distillation, etc. On this whole lesson, we are going to discuss about multiple choice question. Now first question, air is regarded as mixture because, as you know, air contains oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, water vapors, etc. From this, you will see it is mixture but it is homogeneous mixture. Now from this what will be the answer? See the alternative. Its pressure may vary, its temperature may change, its volume changes under different condition and its composition may vary. So air is regarded as a mixture because its composition may vary. Question second, which of the following is a compound? Now see, stainless steel, bronze, graphite and hydrogen sulfide. Stainless steel, it is a mixture of metal, so it is alloy. Bronze is also alloy. Graphite, it is made from carbon, only carbon particles, therefore it is element. And hydrogen sulfide, its formula is H2S. It is made from two hydrogen atom and one sulfur. They combine chemically in a fixed proportion. Therefore, hydrogen sulfide is a compound. The process used to separate oil and water. Now, these both are liquids. Liquids are immiscible. How are they separated? As you know, you have seen during the lesson, there is a process by which, means decantation, by which we are separating oil and water. This decantation is done by the apparatus called as separating funnel. This separation depends on densities of the liquid. The liquid whose density is more forms layer at the bottom and the liquid whose density is less means lighter, it forms upper layer in the separating funnel. In which of the following the constituents are present in any ratio? Now, mixture, compound, solution and colloid. You are knowing that virial composition of the component is present in the mixture. A mixture of common salt, sulfur and iron filings is shaken with a carbon disulfide and filtered through a filter paper. The filtrate is evaporated to a dryness in a china dish. What will be the left in dish after evaporation? Here we have taken the substances common salt, that is NaCl, sulfur, that is S, sand SiO2 and iron filings means Fe. Now it is shaken with carbon disulfide and filtered through a filter paper. Carbon disulfide is a solvent, so in that common salt, this iron filings, it may react, and but sulfur, it will get dissolved and the filtrate, it is evaporated to dryness in a china dish. Means After evaporation, crystallization is done and sulfur is separated. But these sand and iron filings, they will not show reaction with the CS2. Two substances A and B, when brought together, form a substance C with the evolution of heat. The properties of C are entirely different from those of A and B. The substance is. You know that when two or many elements or the substances are mixed together chemically to form a new substance, then we get compound. Therefore, as though there is reaction between A and B, they combine with each other by evolution of heat and new substance C is formed. Their properties are entirely different. It means that the substance C is a compound. So answer will be compound. Question 7. A camphor can be purified by camphor, aluminum chloride, iodine. These are sublimate. As camphor is sublimate, it can be purified by sublimation process because when heat is given to the camphor, solid camphor directly changes into its solid. Therefore, the process sublimation is used for purification of camphor. Question 8. Which one of the following will result in the formation of a mixture? See the alternative. Crushing of a marble tile into small particle. This is only change in size and shape of the marble. Breaking of ice cubes into small pieces. There is change in its physical state. Adding sodium metal into water means sodium react with water and it will give sodium hydroxide, and adding milk in water. Now see here, crushing of marble tile, that is physical change. Breaking of ice cubes also physical change. Sodium into water is chemical change, but adding milk in water, there is no change in the composition. Here, this is the mixture of milk and water. So, answer is adding milk in water. Question 9. Purity of a solid substance can be checked by its boiling point, melting point, solubility in water, and solubility in alcohol. Every matter has its specific boiling point, melting point, and solubility. So, purity can be checked by its solubility in alcohol. A mixture of ethanol and water can be separated by. Ethanol is organic compound. Water is inorganic solvent. If we will compare their boiling points, then ethanol has boiling point 78 degrees Celsius, water has boiling point 100 degrees Celsius. So boiling point difference between two liquid is less than 25 degree Kelvin. Thus, the two miscible liquids whose boiling point difference is less than 25 degree Kelvin, they can be separated by fractional distillation. So, answer will be fractional distillation. Question 11. Salt can be obtained from seawater by. Seawater is salty. There is more amount of salt dissolved in the water So, when extra amount of water is evaporated, we get salt. Therefore, evaporation is the correct technique or the process by which salt can be obtained from seawater. Question 12. A sample contains two substances and has uniform properties. The sample is. From this property, you can easily understand the answer that it will be homogeneous mixture because sample has the two substances and they are mixed uniformly. So uniform phase throughout is the property of homogeneous mixture. Question 13. A mixture of zinc chloride and PbCl2, zinc chloride ZnCl2 and lead chloride PbCl2 can be separated by. These both are salts. They have different solubility in water. The substance which is more soluble at low temperature can be crystallized first and the substance which is less soluble get crystallized afterward or later. So these both salts can be purified by double crystallization method. So answer is crystallization. Question 14. A mixture of methyl alcohol and acetone can be separated by. Again same is here like ethanol and water. Here methyl alcohol and acetone both have boiling point difference less than 25 degree Kelvin. Therefore these two miscible liquids can be separated by fractional distillation method. Question 15. Mixture of sand and sulfur may be best separated by. Now, the sand is not dissolved in carbon disulfide. Sulfur is dissolved in the carbon disulfide. The solution of sulfur is made and this solution is evaporated. We get concentrated solution which is condensed and we get pure form of the sulfur after filtering. Means impurities get dissolved in carbon disulfide. So, the technique dissolving this sulfur and sand in carbon disulfide and filtering, we get pure sulfur and sand gets separated. Question number 16. Which component of the mixture iron and sulfur react with dilute HCl and gives hydrogen gas? From these two, iron and sulfur, here iron is metal, sulfur is non-metal. So metal has tendency to react with acid and releases hydrogen gas. Therefore, answer is iron. This is the property of metal. Which of the following is considered to be a pure substance? Pure substance are in the form of element and compound. Here, from this alternative, which is element or compound, they will be in the pure form of the substances or matter. Granite, sodium chloride, muddy water and milk of magnesia. From this sodium chloride, that is NaCl, is a compound, so it is purest form of a substance. Question number 18. Physical properties of mixture vary with amount of substance, depend on the volume of the substance, depend on the organization of the substance and vary depending upon its components. You are knowing that mixture, it may be homogeneous or heterogeneous. It may vary depending upon its component. Therefore, answer is Physical properties of mixture that are varying depend upon its components. Question number 11. Compounds. From these MCQs, you can easily understand the definitions of compound, element and mixture. So, here this question depends on its definition. Compounds, these are the constituents containing atoms of same element or different element which are chemically combined with each other in fixed proportion or in definite ratio. Therefore, answer of this question is are different kinds of the atoms which are chemically combined with each other. Question number 20. White gold is used in jewelry and contains two elements, gold and palladium. A jeweler has two different samples that are both identical in appearance and have uniform composition throughout. What can be said about the samples? Now, means you have to explain here about type of the mixture because gold and palladium are mixed with each other. So you have to see it is heterogeneous or homogeneous. So see the alternative. From after reading these alternatives, you will get the answer that they are homogeneous mixtures and be classified as metallic alloys. Question number 21. To prepare iron sulfide by heating a mixture of iron filings and sulfur powder, we should use here iron and sulfur. If we will take copper dish, watch glass or petri dish, then they may react with these iron filings and sulfur because this copper dish is a metal, watch glass is made from glass, petri dish also made from glass. When we are heating this watch glass or petri dish, they may break due to the high temperature, and copper dish it may react with the iron filings or sulfur. Therefore, best way to prepare this iron sulfide from a mixture of iron filings and sulfur to take the china dish because it is heat resistance. Question 22. Which of the following is an example of heterogeneous substance? Bottled water, table salt, pieces of copper and candle. Now bottled water, it is homogeneous mixture, means it is solution, it is homogeneous throughout. Table salt, that is NaCl, it is solid, it is compound. Pieces of copper, it is also solid, it is compound, it is in purest form. And candle, it is heterogeneous substance. So answer of this question is heterogeneous substance. Which of the following is an example of homogeneous substance? Granite, copper sulfate, M&M candy and muddy water. Here, copper sulfate is homogeneous throughout. It is a compound made from copper and sulfur. Its formula is CuSO4. Question number 24. Which flowchart correctly describes homogeneous material? Now we will go from A to D alternatives. These all are unknown. Therefore, we will see density unknown, then density and 3 layers. Means it is not homogeneous. It has 3 different phases. So it will be heterogeneous. B. Unknown. After filtration, it gives 2 substances. So after filtration it is giving two substances means heterogeneous. Unknown, by magnet it separates two substances means one will be magnetic substance, another will be non-magnetic, so it will be again heterogeneous. And D option, unknown, after boiling it shows one temperature. So when we are boiling in the thermometer, if one constant temperature is shown, it will be homogeneous because boiling point is the specific and correct property of the pure substance. Question number 25. A student is given a mixture of iron filling sulfur in 3 ratio 1:2 by weight. He has taken and asked to heat the mixture over a flame and to observe the color. The student will observe that the mixture will become. Now already it is taken in the test tube in 1:2 proportion, iron filling in 1 proportion and double of that sulfur is taken. So after heating it will chemically combine with each other and it may form iron sulfide, that is iron filings plus sulfur, iron sulfide. It will show the chemical reaction as iron filing means Fe plus sulfur. After heating it gives FeS, iron sulfide, and its vapors which comes out during heating are black in color. So student will observe that the iron sulfide formation, answer is mixture will have the black color. Filtration can be used to separate. It is used to separate liquid from its solid substance. Next question. One common method used to separate dye is, dye means it contains colored particles or the pigment particles that can be separated by the chromatographic technique. Chroma means color. The different colors get separated in the form of the spot on the filter paper. Question number 28. Melting points can separate materials because the substance melt at different temperature, because pure substance has the specific temperature at which it get melt, that is called as the melting point. It is the property of that substance. Therefore, answer is substances melt at different temperature. Question number 29. Distillation is good separation technique for. It is used for separation of the two miscible liquids. So answer is, it is good technique for purification of the liquids. Question number 30. Solubility is good separation technique for. It is generally used for the salts. Therefore, the salt which has property of specific solubility and therefore they can be easily separated depending on their different solubility. Question number 31. Magnetism is most beneficial for separating. Magnetism technique is used for separation of the two solids from which one should be magnetic solid and another should be non-magnetic, so that the solid which get attracted towards magnet can be separated from another non-magnetic solid. So from this alternative, correct alternative will be magnetic solid and solids such as sulfur, because sulfur is non-magnetic. Question number 32. Before heating, when iron filling mix with sulfur, is this reaction will show chemical change before heating. Now we are not giving heat, means this iron filling and sulfur only they will get mixed with each other physically, not the chemically. Therefore before heating they will not show any chemical change. So answer will be no. These are all our MCQs which are related with the review of the lesson Is Matter Around Us Pure? So before solving these MCQs, you have to read whole lesson thoroughly, try to understand main points and try to understand the answers which we have discussed now.